Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Planning for Beginners series. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'm leaving the link down below. And in part 1 we spoke about how you might want to write down a list of what you need to use your planner for and how often. We also spoke about what you should consider when you're choosing your planner. And today we're going to talk about how to get started planning and some basic tips and tricks to do so. So you need to figure out how you want to organize your days in your planner. So if you have a very fixed schedule, then you'll want to use an hourly schedule. So this, for example, is what an hourly schedule would look like, where we have 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., then you move down to the afternoon, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., and then evening, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And you just write in each of your tasks and you check them off once you're done. And this, here I'm using stickers, but you could just write in these times, or there's some planners that have it pre-printed for you on the planner. However, if you are someone who needs a more flexible schedule, then you're going to want a to-do list. So, for example, you can write down all of your tasks and then prioritize them and then check them off when you're done. Or you can just have a header that says to do and then check them off. You can draw in your own check boxes and then check them off once you are done with the task. And here we have the example of having your schedule up in the top box and then your to-do list down here, but you could just have all 3 boxes devoted to to-do, or all 3 boxes devoted to scheduled, as seen here. One tip that I would give for people who are just beginning planning is that whenever you are given the date for like an appointment, or you have like meetings or bills due, birthdays, holidays, that you write it down in your monthly spread first, so that you can see the general overview of the month. For students, a good habit to get into is when you get your syllabus at the beginning of the semester, you write down your assignments, but especially important is that you write down things like finals. I'm so tired of running away from fear. So the next question is when to plan. So this is really based upon your personal preference. Some people like to schedule a specific day, like on Saturday or Sunday, where they sit down and they plan, and they do this every week at that specific time. But some people have schedules that kind of change a lot throughout the week, and you may need to plan the night before, the morning of, or even as you go. So it just comes down to what your schedule is like, and also what your personality is like. What do you prefer? So when you're planning, you want to go back and reference your monthly spread and then write down the fixed tasks for the upcoming week. And you may also want to transfer the to-do list tasks that didn't get accomplished into the week that you're planning out. So once you've mastered basic planning, you may want to try out things like color coding. So some people like to use different colored pens. So let's say I want to write everything down for school in blue. Everything that I write down for purple will be for work. Everything down in green will be things like chores that I have to do. And then orange will be health. People like to put a key for what each color means somewhere else in their planner, like in a note section or at the beginning, or you could even include an insert that that you move with you week to week. You can write it on the back just in case you forget for whatever reason, and it will help you stay organized because you can easily pick out certain tasks based upon the color code. So I also want to emphasize that you are probably not going to figure out the perfect way to use your planner the first time. And personally, my planner process is still evolving, and I can expect it to continue to do so for many years to come, I'm sure. So, for example, when I first started using my Happy Planner, I used the top section for scheduled, and then the middle for to do, and the bottom for home. But now it's much more common for me to have upwards of 5 to 6 boxes with different sections every single day, depending on what I have to get done that day. So once you have mastered basic planning and you've tried out the color coding system, maybe you want to start decorating your planner a little bit more. Maybe this is becoming a little boring for you. So a simple way to get started is to simply cut out a printable like this and just attach it to your planner. So some people like to decorate their planner as a creative outlet and to motivate them to complete tasks, but just because your planner isn't decorated doesn't mean that you can't use it. Try not to worry what other people think, and if the idea of decorating your planner is too overwhelming for you, then just don't do it. You don't have to. It's only if you want to. So then you may want to try adding washi. You could add an insert, and on the back of the insert you can put a post-it note for things like shopping lists. You can decorate your sidebar like this, and you can add a clip to keep your page. But once again, at the end of the day, all that really matters is that you are keeping track of your tasks, and if decorating doesn't bring you joy, then don't waste your time on it. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what your tips are for people who are new to planning. And also, if you have any questions that you'd like me to cover in upcoming videos, I'd be happy to do them. Please check out my Instagram at personalizedmyplanner for more planner ideas, and I'll see you next Saturday.